how's it going, guys? My name is Zach with The Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Creepshow Holiday Special. I know it's been a little while since I covered this magazine. Not gonna lie, towards the end of Volume 1, the book did start to get pretty hit or miss, and then Volume 2 comes around and the first story is about a guy pooping out a baby. I'm just gonna wait for trades on this one now. But that being said, I don't know if the holiday special will be collected in the trades, and I should do this while it is Christmas time. So let's talk about the holiday special. Cool idea to be doing 2 Christmas stories and releasing them as their own little thing. I've seen a lot of Christmas books pop up from Marvel and DC and stuff, and it's cool that Creepshow is doing it too. And this one's okay. We get 2 stories in here. The first one is going to be about some older cousins teasing their younger cousin and telling her about a Christmas monster. The artwork's really fun and expressive, and it's a cool idea. In fact, I could have sworn I've seen it before. This is, not gonna lie, it really is ripping off of the Tales from the Dark Side episode, Seasons of Belief. In Seasons of Belief, it's 2 parents telling their kids about a Christmas monster. And not gonna lie, it's really hard not to draw comparisons. Maybe if this story had been about a different holiday, or if they had done something to make it more significantly different, but Seasons of Belief is one of the most famous Tales from the Dark Side episodes, and Creepshow is kind of the thing that inspired it. Like, Romero worked on Dark Side as well, so Creepshow fans are gonna notice this, right? I don't know. This story is fun, it's just hard to not notice the similarities, and Seasons of Belief is a lot better. It's still a fun little monster story, I just wish they had changed a little bit more to give it its own identity. The next one, Package Thieves, it's an interesting idea. Some package thieves steal some stuff from people's doors and start to find gross body parts in some of the boxes. What's going on? Is it a crime or something? And that's an interesting idea. Now, since both of your characters are package thieves, it's hard to really get behind and root for them, and you know how Creepshow stories go. It's not going to be some elaborate mystery with a grand reveal, it's just gonna kind of play out how you expect. But I do like taking a modern part of Christmas and giving it a new story, in the idea that you would find like a human heart inside of a box you stole. And that's kind of interesting. Sadly, the first story had hyper-expressive artwork, and the next story's artwork is just a little bit too flat. I wish it was more expressive, and when you put these 2 side by side, it really just doesn't make the latter artwork look all that great. Overall, it's an okay story. I like the concept. I like how they'll take out-of-context lines from Christmas songs and use them for scary ambience. It's okay, I just wish it was executed better. So, overall, the Creepshow Holiday Special, you get one fun story that's a little bit too similar to a Dark Side episode, and then you get a good idea that just doesn't quite reach its full potential. They're both okay stories, I just wish they were better, you know? Anyway, if you guys want to see a little bit of the stories, a little bit of the art, we're going to switch to the close-up camera. I'll take a little bit of a peek inside, but no major spoilers. So without further ado, to the close-up camera. Alright, here we are inside the castle, taking a closer look at the Creepshow Holiday Special. Let's go and bring this closer to the camera. We can see the line across the top, Holiday Special Issue 1. It does say Holiday Special 2023, so I'm guessing that it'll say if they do another one of these next year, 2024, and then an Issue 1 again. It's $3.99 US, and I really do like the cover of the Creepshow ghoul punching his head through, it's either a wreath or a Christmas tree. I'm guessing it's a Christmas tree. But really fun, festive, lots of decorations, a cool cover. Flip it to the back, a sinister stocking stuffer, which I think is something the ghoul says in this issue. And this is 00111. And yeah, after that, let's take a look at the credits page. Creepshow, Holiday Special, December issue. And we're going to get Christmas Man, written by Daniel Kraus, with art by Johnathan Wayshak. And Package Thieves, written by James Asmus, with art by Letizia Cadonici, and a little preview of what's in each story. Anyway, without further ado, let's talk about the stories. I'm not going to be doing any major spoilers, but I do want to show you guys some of the stories and some of the art and, you know, talk a little bit about them, but I won't go too terribly far into each story. But yeah, without further ado, no major spoilers, let's take a look at the book. We open up with the Creepshow ghoul in a big stocking, appropriate for the story, but also just a fun visual. I do like the art in here when they draw the Creepshow ghoul. When they draw just regular people, it can get a little heavy and abstracted, but we get this girl wanting to watch Rudolph. That's apparently what Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer looks like in this world. And the cousins want to watch the game. Guess they only have one TV in here, and I don't know if this story takes place before streaming or not, because I think you could just pause Rudolph if you're watching it on YouTube. But anyway, they start to torment her, and you can really see some of the crazy ways the art goes. But after they fight for a bit, the older one says, "Have you heard of Christmas Man?" And they'll start to tell this legend, and we'll get crayon drawings, which I don't know when the daughter drew these, because she's just now finding out about him, but maybe these are shortly after this segment. But apparently, and also where'd this third blonde kid come from, but whatever. Apparently, the white trim on Santa's suit came from Christmas Man's family, and he's like a Yeti-type creature, and he chases Santa around on foot, so his toes got frostbite and fell off, and he's tied to stockings, which I'm guessing that white trim on everyone's stockings isn't from his family, but basically, he goes into your house. If you have stockings, he can warm up his feet, he'll be nice and leave you presents, and if you don't have stockings, he's going to nibble at your toes. But whatever, fun enough, Christmas times. If you haven't seen Tales from the Dark Side, Seasons of Belief, go check that out. I think it's a better version of the story, but this story itself, it's fun enough. Anyway, after that, we get the story Package Thieves, and there is some good ideas in Package Thieves. It's tying a modern concept into Christmas, and we haven't really seen a Christmas story about that before, which is pretty cool, and it has some ideas, but, like, man, after that crazy extreme artwork, that really makes this artwork look a little flat. She's stealing some packages, and when someone, who of course they later refer to these people as Karens, even though they're stealing the packages, when someone questions her about it, she's like, "Oh no, it's okay, I had my, I'm picking these up for my cousin." But like, look at this panel, she looks like she's waving hi back there, not that she's angry or accusatory, and this character is evil, but doesn't look evil, looks like just a regular person. Now, when they open up the package, it has an eyeball in it, and I do like the idea of opening it up and it's something horrific and they have to talk and they're like, "I bet it's a cruel prank for us package thieves, like the glitter bombs," you know, referencing YouTube, yay. But I think that is a fun idea, to open it up and get a package you're not supposed to, and it's something creepy, and what does that mean? That's pretty cool. But again, a spot where the artwork lets you down is we flip the page to see this. So it's a pretty intense reveal because there's no lead up. It's just all of a sudden there's a box. But then we get these two sitting down and like drinking a cup of tea or something. Like, shouldn't she be right by the box, like she just opened it and she should be screaming and like, "Oh my gosh, there's something in the box." But to cut from shocking reveal to sitting at the table just kind of blasé, that's not good. And also, when she talks about threatening, they bring up this story where she had said, oh, corporate can see our phones to dissuade a manager from being a creep. And we get this line, remember when we worked at that warehouse, I convinced that creep supervisor corporate that had access to his phone? That corporate... What? I convinced that creep supervisor corporate that... Corporate that? This slut... Does Creepshow have an editor? I convinced that creep supervisor that corporate. It's that corporate. They flipped 2 words around and no one caught it. Whatever. Anyway, they're going to go about their package stealing ways, and we'll find a heart, and that's going to cause them to feel even more distressed. But of course, they still have to go and try to sell this stuff at her little flea market boutique. And, you know, it's, can you press your luck? And it's an okay enough story. Like I said, when you have extra emotional artwork before this, having a little bit flat artwork and having just a few errors in that last story, it's just, it's okay. And that's the thing, is the first one is fun, but it's something I've seen before. It's very familiar. The second one has a good idea, but it's not super well executed, or it doesn't splash and pop like I feel it could, and it kind of feels a little bit like wasted potential. But overall, both stories are okay, and I guess that's kind of cool. It's just something that I wish was a little better. Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my Creepshow playlist. If you want to see me talk about more Creepshow, issues of the comic or the TV show, you can click right there and see more. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.